Yo, Black Eggs and Ham Show. I really feel like I should put like music into me talking for like the first 5 seconds or whatever. I should get music for me to like when I first start talking, get music to play, and then it stops when I can start cursing. That's a good idea.
Oh, you could sell that. That's an
That's a
idea
good
you could
idea.
sell.
Yeah, so it's like you can't curse until the music stops. Eminem. But
Got sirens in the background right here for some reason.
there's probably the religious people here. But they conjured the wrong thing. But
Mm.
Black Eggs and Ham Show, everybody. We back at it. Whenever I feel like it. Unfortunately, I don't feel the need to come in here every Sunday because I don't feel like I have something to talk about every Sunday. I mean, if we want to be real, I mean, I don't like talking about just anything that's a topic that's like as popular right now. I don't do trending topics. So I think it's stupid. Everybody's talking about it, right? Like the shit that just happened. I'm not going to bring it up, but we all seen it happen. It was all over social media. Everybody's posting on their stories as if they're into politics. I'm not into politics. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I already cursed, but I don't care. I'm not in the politics, bro. So to see people post the same thing that transpired yesterday in thousands, in hundreds of thousands, it's like, do you think you're the first person to post this? Because once I see 5 people, I'm like, I'm not getting involved in that. I mean, I would have an opinion, but I'm not gonna. I'll talk about it personally, but I'm not gonna post it. I'm not gonna put anything up. It's a
Yeah,
waste of
everybody
time.
acts like their opinion is gonna be somehow unique from everybody else's
Well, everybody thinks they're
opinion.
Vlad. Everybody thinks they're Vlad, right? Or Charlemagne. You're not the first person. You're not. That's why I'm like, it's so many people have done, and then there's people doing sketches, people knocking out sketches to it within an hour,
Wait, what do you mean by sketches?
like a act out of like what happened
Oh yeah?
to make it funny.
No kidding.
I'm like, dude, you got up when you see that that's your first thought. Like, we got to do something to this.
Mm,
You got to be the first person. I get it. I get it being first. People care about being first in the comments all the time.
yeah.
But it's like, so what? You're still doing nothing. So it's like you're first because you on here all day. That's why you're first.
Especially when the first comment says first. It's like you don't even take advantage of the opportunity to say something unique.
Nothing. Nothing of value.
I'm first.
You're first. That in life, you're probably the first dummy too, as well. Because if you really think about the person that says first, it's like this is your pride and joy.
Yeah.
You seen that moment, you were like, you know what? I can't believe I'm the first one on here. This is awesome. First, everybody, anything under this doesn't matter. And then right under that, somebody puts the fact of like, oh yeah, I'm feeling this video. My mom passed away not too long ago, and oh, she topped you. She topped you because her mom passed away. You idiot. You just say something. Don't just put first.
Yeah.
But again, that goes back. You have nothing to say. People have air up there. It's just a pocket. It's pockets of air. It looks like a brain, but it's pockets
Mm.
with air in it. And then there's a couple things here and there that's like, all right, yeah, she likes Sonics in and out. You know? She likes poodles and she still listens to Boys to Men and
Well, it's all human nature, though, right? Because here's the way it works: we create micro societies, and within each micro society, we create a value system,
okay.
and then that value system then determines the actions of people within that micro society. So the way it works, like go to buy a timeshare, they lock you in a room, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're in a room with other people trying to buy timeshares, and those people get to ring that bell. And so the value system now becomes you want to ring that bell. And so you make your deal for the timeshare.
You know what? I actually don't like that.
Yeah,
I get the meaning behind it.
yeah.
I don't like it because have you been to Farmer Boys?
N- no,
The restaurant?
that's a restaurant. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Delicious food. It's delicious.
All right.
It's the salads. I don't care for the burgers. I'm not going to Farmer Boys to get a burger, but I usually get like the turkey melt
But they're known for burgers, right?
I mean, yeah, but I don't need to get that. Why do I gotta get that?
How do you go to a place that's known for something and not get what they're known for?
I'm not trying to be anti. I'm
Okay,
just
we're on a
saying.
tangent. Anyway,
Yeah,
get to your point.
yeah. 'Cause I'm not doing it to be anti. I get the turkey melt and I get the barbecue salad.
All right, go.
Those are my favorites. They know that already. Farmer boys.
All farmer boys know that.
It really should be farmer girls. There's a lot of women in there.
I've never been in there.
Yeah, it's nice. Only go to the one on El Segundo though.
I've only seen it in Riverside.
Okay,
And I
there's
always thought that's some place you go when you just want to eat up everything.
nah.
No?
It's delicious.
Okay.
It's chill. But they have a bell in there that you ring
Okay.
if there was good service.
Right.
And I think it's so fucking obnoxious. I don't like it.
Mm.
Now, whenever I hear it, I hear somebody do it, I'm like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
what you tell them.
I get mad. I'm like, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Just fucking leave. Just eat the food and leave. You know what I mean? If it was bad, you could just say it. Like, this was, the fries were fucking cold. It's like,
What about like somebody walks up, they're walking out, they walk up to the bell, they look at the bell, they look back at all the people, and then they just walk out.
that's funny. That's funny. Because, if I did that, it would look worse. Because first of all, I'm black. And I look at the bell, I look back at everybody, and I'll give them I'll squinch my eyes, like, and then leave them. Like, what the fuck was up with that guy? Because every time I walk in there, people are always staring at me because there's so many white folks that go on Farmer Boys a lot. They're always staring. Like
Okay.
they've never seen a black person before.
Oh.
And they're like, wow, they're in here too? Oh my Lord. You like
Really?
this?
This is called Farmer Boys. Do they serve breakfast? I'd go if they serve breakfast.
They do. Yeah, it's not. I haven't had the breakfast though.
Uh.
I'm never there early enough to
What's
get
it called? Like a big farm boy breakfast?
Yeah, it's all
4
like
eggs and all
yeah,
that.
stuff like that.
See,
it's like
yeah.
hearty,
See, I would do hearty breakfast.
like a good old American meal.
Yeah, I have to check that out. Then.
Yeah. And since we're on the topic of America, I think people only get involved with politics to feel important. I know that some people really know you're not in politics, right? So shut the fuck up. But I get some people really know about politics,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you go around using it as a tool to feel important or to seem like you're smarter than other people, I think you're a douchebag. That's like me be like, you don't know, well, I only do this with boxing when somebody brings it up. If somebody says something about boxing, people used to say stupid shit about boxing.
Right.
I mean, you ever boxed before? They're like, no. But you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's all I say. I don't start, divulging and being like, actually, let me tell you about the point ratio of a punch. I don't do that. But I'm like, you need to shut up and stop saying fan shit. You're saying fan shit. Because you never boxed before. You're saying fan shit.
Give us an example of fan shit.
Oh, when they say, this is a popular one.
Mhm.
When they say certain fighters are boring. They say Shakur Stevenson is boring. They say Floyd Mayweather was boring. Whatever fighter has a defensive type,
Right.
a defensive style of fighting, he's
Right.
boring. And I think to myself, okay, well, if you were to be in that fight that he was in that you said was boring, what would you do? You gonna just knock the guy out?
Yeah, you're just gonna you think you have limitless energy?
That's why I'm like, you're not thinking. Also, cool. Let's just throw punches at each other. Do you want to speak to your kids at 40? You want to do that? You want to sound like you always drank 5 Crevassiers?
Slurring your words.
Lennox Lewis, Joe Biden. You want to sound like Joe Biden? You know what I'm saying?
Joe Biden wasn't a boxer though.
He wasn't, but he looked like he got hit a couple times.
Sounds like it. Well, I guess he just looks stiff. He looks stiff as a board.
I think he gets the tox. I think he's gotten the tox.
Well,
Nothing moves.
well,
He's like a wax figure.
well. I mean, I don't care. It just seems like I remember when he first got elected, he looked a lot more mobile than he does now. Like his age has just hit him really, really hard.
I heard
Like,
that it does that to people. Like Obama was like, look real.
Oh, yeah. Think about it. Your life is on a schedule for 4 years of your life.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that doesn't really wilt you. You know what I mean?
Well, okay,
it shouldn't.
wait.
It shouldn't.
I'm gonna throw your own logic back at you.
Okay.
You ever been president before?
Oh no, but I said no. But listen, but I said that I heard that it does that. So like the reasoning for why it might wilt him, I think, is the information. I think it's the information. I think it's taxing on the soul. The stuff that you learn, that you obtain, the stuff that you can't say to your own family.
Right.
Remember that movie 2012?
Yes.
When they had to get in the boats? Picture how many people was like, I can't tell anybody about this. I know this is going to happen. I can't tell anybody.
Oh, yeah. That was John Cusack?
John Cusack.
With the limo?
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my favorite movies. Do you realize
Amazing.
that? And
amazing.
And people ask, why is it your favorite movie? Because think about it. I mean, this guy, look at the journey that he started from, right? He didn't follow the lemmings. He didn't do what everybody else. He got in his limo. He avoided everything.
Yep.
And then they got to that one scene where they were in the airport with everybody else, and you went, damn. And then finally they go, I have big plane, right? And so there we go, back on the tent. He's back on his own side journey. And I thought that was really cool.
It was amazing. I think he did a great job. He did such a great job. And the movie was very realistic, even for the CGI.
Oh, yeah,
it was very realistic.
Yeah.
That's why I loved it. And this is a possibility. How it started slow, and then it just like magnified fast. And you're like, oh, what the then he wasn't with the mom, and the mom had to, and she didn't respect him. I was like, this is perfect. Hey, take notes, Tyler Perry. Take notes, Tyler Perry. You don't have to keep showing movies about women getting beat up.
You know what? My daughter said that exact same thing to me yesterday. She goes, all his movies are the same. It's always like some woman dates somebody. And the funny thing, she goes, it's always a dark-skinned guy. Then he beats her up, and then she gets saved by a light-skinned black guy.
That talk about colorism. Well, I mean, we don't need to say it, but I mean, the White Knight, right?
Yeah, I mean, that was obviously her point of view.
Yeah, the White Knight.
I just thought it was funny that she said that.
But that's what he does all the time. That's why I posted. I posted yesterday. I was like, Tyler. What I said, Tyler Perry needs to be stopped because I'm like, you got to cut it out, bro. There are good things that happen. Can you do a movie on that?
Maybe he lost his fire. Maybe he's not hungry anymore, and he's just sort of being formulaic.
That's fine, but he's a writer. You could phone it in and still do a positive movie. You know how people do that? Look at Valentine's Day. It's so shitty. And it's always these movies that come out and it's bubbly and she can't find a man. What is she going to do? My eggs are drying up.
Oh.
All of a sudden, boom. Some guy that she's been ignoring all this time. I never noticed he was so sexy.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh.
Love Actually is actually one of the best ones I've ever seen, those kinds of movies. Because not all the stories are happy endings.
I like that.
Right? I mean,
is it interconnecting?
Yes, they're all interconnected, correct. And they all sort of know each other, but like there's the one where the lady, she likes some guy at her job likes her, she likes him type thing.
Yeah.
And then from there, but she's got her brother who's mentally ill and he's constantly taking her attention. And so she's trying to date. And at the end, she finally just says, you know what? I can't have a life of my own. I've got to take care of this.
So she let her brother go?
No, she let the guy go.
Nah, you let the brother go.
Yeah, but
send him to a home or send him to a house or some shit.
Yeah, and I'm sure she'll regret that. But
she will.
But it wasn't a happy ending.
That's
authentic. Of course, the one with the maid who didn't speak no English, that was a happy ending.
Okay,
everybody liked that story.
So the good thing is that you had a choice, right? There was a story you could pick from to be like, oh, I appeal to that.
Yeah.
Because some people have moms who seem like they might have mental issues, but they don't. They're just full of it.
Yeah,
and you look, I got to take care of my mom.
Yeah, and then everybody has friends who are like, stand-ins for porn actors.
Huh?
Yes, you never saw that movie, huh?
No. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Because they're basically stand-ins for porn actors. Like, so basically, when they're setting up the porn shot, these people go, okay, stand here. Okay, you get on your knees, pretend like you're doing this, and then they sort of started liking each other. These two people.
Wow, that's a hell of a predicament.
Yeah, interesting.
They seen each other naked already too.
Oh, yes. Yes, they saw each other naked. Right. That's part of the job.
That's very ideal for me. If I would, I'm like, you know what? I'm into her. I mean, I don't know how much you know about the person's personality, but I mean, you look at it like, hey, look, she got a nice ass.
Yeah, so. I don't know. I think in that thing they probably got desensitized to that, and
that's possible.
And it became more of a relationship, like let me get to know you kind of deal.
At least it was realistic.
But the point, we went off on a tangent. The whole point of that movie, I thought that was a good representation. But you're right, a lot of these things are just really like not realistic.
But I
But
mean,
that's what they're for. They're supposed to tell holiday love stories and all that.
yeah, but it's possible. These things could be done. There's writers who phone it in all the time. We always see these movies where I'm like, this is an easy ass movie.
Yeah.
Now, most people wouldn't think that, but like when you look at a script or a spec, you be like, who wrote this? Like, this is like some shit. Like anybody can write this.
Well, now AI can write it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, we're gonna be fucked, dude. But depending on what kind of job you have, you're screwed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unless you run a podcast studio.
Yeah, that's true because you can't really do shit about that. Like the personality matters. You have to rely on people's personalities to make money.
Yeah.
Because just a person doesn't make money. The personality makes the money.
Right.
What do you say? Can you are you quick like with it? You know what I'm saying? Can you do shit on the fly without that's what makes the money. Not a person coming there just saying, we need to take America back. We're not gonna settle. Like who gives a fuck?
Why you do your lips like that?
Because I feel like that's what they look like to me. That's what they look like.
Take America back.
Yeah, they're like, we're not gonna take these bullies. We're gonna tell you something. You know, with that fucking George Bush line, you fucking screw me once, and he got it wrong.
Oh, he totally got it wrong.
He got it wrong completely. Yeah. I mean,
shame on me, whatever.
Yeah, shame on me, and I don't even remember it.
He said, "Fool me once."
Fool me once.
Well, the way it goes is, "Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice." No, "Fool me once, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Fool me twice,
shame on me." And then he said, And then he said, the third part, he was like, "You fool me again." What'd he say? He said,
I don't remember the third.
Because it's weird to get it wrong.
Oh, well, we just got it wrong.
We did, but I wasn't confident about it. I was in front of a podium and a bunch of people, and I got it wrong. I made it up
with
the fly.
With a teleprompter?
Yeah, he made it up. I don't even think that was up there.
I guess he should have stuck to the
He went off a script.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry. Go off a script, Tyler. Stop doing this. Stop. We all ain't fighting people. We all ain't demoralizing our women, even though it's a popular topic now with men.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us ain't doing that. Just keep it light. Make a light movie. You know what I mean? Like, just keep it.
Wasn't Medea supposed to be the whole his version of light movies?
No, because that movie had the same shit in it.
Medea?
Hmm.
Okay.
Remember, not the women, the aspect of the men versus the women, but it was very disparaging.
Do you think? I mean, I guess to a certain degree, you know, you're gonna do things from your own experiences, but not every single movie.
No.
Right? I mean, yeah.
Every single movie is disparaging to a degree.
Well, maybe he's looking at him and he's just looking at the statistics, going, when we position a woman,
I agree.
Our dollar amounts go up.
But I agree.
30%.
I agree with that. The metrics don't lie. My problem is that you won't do anything else and you making it seem like this is all we do.
Yeah.
And you're such a big name. I think it's fucked up. That's why I was like, don't do that, bro. Make one movie where it's like, this movie's about love, black love, and leave it there. It don't have to be, oh, you fucked my mom? I can't believe you fucked my mom. And then she's crying. And he's like, oh, your mom's better than you know that? Her shit's It's like, we don't have to do that.
Please don't tell me that was an actual plot.
No, it's not. But they make them evil. They make the men evil dudes.
Yeah.
Like the newest one that he came out with Michael. Is it Michael Ealy?
Yes.
And it's like, why is he? No, it's not Michael Ealy.
No,
it's Tia Mowry's husband. The dude they used to be married with Tia Mowry.
I have to look it up.
He was on Battle of LA as well. I forgot who his name isn't that important. But
you said Battle of LA?
Yeah, he was on Battle of LA. He's one of the soldiers.
Battle of Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's the same thing, dude.
No, well, Battle of LA sounds like a reality TV show. So I had to just be sure. That was, again, one of my favorite movies.
Okay. Because it's realistic.
Because it was really realistic.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that.
That's how it would happen.
Yeah.
That and The Fourth Kind. That's how it would happen. If you were to get abducted, that's how it would happen.
Yeah.
You would have no choice. You're just getting raped by aliens. But doesn't that suck? How you could just get taken by an alien right now. Like aliens, like, you know what?
Divorce in the Black, right?
Yes.
Megan Good.
Megan Good. She's playing the damsel.
It's always got to be a damsel.
That's what she's playing.
Okay, here I'm pulling up the cast.
After her marriage with a priest.
Let's see. All right.
Oh yeah, Corey what is it? Hardrick? Hardrick? Yeah,
Hardrict.
Hardrick. That's a wild last name.
That is a wild
Corey
last name.
Hardrick is
Yeah.
playing Dallas.
Mm.
And now I think Taylor and all these other people, that's like of course Debbie Morgan's probably playing her mom.
Mm.
Richard Lawson's playing her dad. Taylor is like her best friend or something like that, and then I think Joseph Lee is like her husband or whatever. And they had a dinner table, and he's being mad reckless to these people. He's talking crazy to her.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck this. You know, he's getting up, and people like in the restaurant are looking. I'm like, who's doing that?
Why is it called Divorce in the Black? I mean, I understand in the black means profitable.
Yes.
Right? When your numbers are in the black, but all black people, what does it mean in the black? I don't.
He might have thought he was getting something off. I think thought he was like, oh yeah, I got it with this one.
Or you think he woke up and went, okay, whatever the first thought is,
he was like, this is it.
I'm gonna go with it.
Divorce in the Black is it. You know, that's what I think he thought. You know, because I mean, you think about the rest of the movies, like the one that had Tiana Taylor, and then she was like Byron. It's like, ew. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
black people are so gullible. They're so gullible.
Well, the one thing I will say about this movie, just looking at the cast, it doesn't have all the usual suspects in it.
Yes, that's the only thing that makes it different.
Yeah,
that's it.
They used to act like it was only like 7 black actors in all of moviedom.
Yeah, I mean, black culture, or just us as people, we have our moments, like with the Not Like Us situation.
Yeah,
and the West Coast coming together and all that, united this, united that, blah 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 blah. We have our moments, but there's too many instances where we're not being honest with each other. Like with that one lady who was a manager at what was it, Burger King? Okay. And she hired her son, and then her son went and hired brought all his friends, and then she hired all of his friends for the summer. And they was like, yeah, this is great. They started sharing this shit all over the internet. It blew up, right? Everybody's picking it up. Worldstar Hip Hop picked it up. So everybody's like, yeah, look at these kids working for the summer with their mom. And it's like, that's cool. Until she got fired. So she got fired. She's a manager. She got fired.
Uh-huh.
And she probably got fired because they probably looked at other applications or applicants and was like, why you didn't hire this person? You're only hiring your son and his friends? And then you put it all on the internet.
Yeah, with a major global brand.
You can't do that.
No.
Now people kind of looked at me like I was shucking and jiving. I'm like, don't put everything on the internet then. You need attention? Just work. You know how many other people do that? At fast food restaurants, they hire their family. They don't put it on TikTok. Like, they don't do it. Yeah. You don't have to put everything on the internet. You don't have to sit in front of a grave of your best friend and dance to a song. You don't have to do that. Black people do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so weird.
I'm sure white people do it too. Maybe they just don't put it on the internet.
I'm saying I've seen, you know what, you're right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I've seen a black person do that.
Right.
So I'm only going off of my eyesight. I seen a black person dance in front of a grave and said, if you was alive, we would have ate this song up. You don't have to post this.
Yeah, people share this stuff like it's crazy. There's this one guy, he does these videos about these women who are single moms. Now you're a single mom. And the one point that he does make that I agree with is he's like, why are you putting yourself crying over it all on social media?
Yeah.
And then you expect not to get ridiculed. You get mad because somebody ridicules you. It's like, why are you putting it all on social media?
Because it's not real. I think anything that somebody decides to do and it looks like you have to stop and record it, I don't think it's authentic.
Yeah.
Even if I don't care if it's a crash, I don't care if somebody passed away. For you to have a thought that I'm about to press record, you have mental issues. And that needs to be addressed.
Yeah,
very quickly.
Because it's immediately saying, what are my priorities, right?
Yes.
This happened. Let me pull out my phone. Not, is this person okay? Not, am I okay? Not, just nothing like the girl who, I guess the guy left something on her leg in the store.
Oh, yeah.
And she's running out, but you've got footage of the whole
you recording
thing. It's like, how are you running after him and then still filming?
Exactly.
And
it was funny though.
I just thought that was weird.
It was funny.
Yeah.
It was a funny. The guy had a very popular shirt on. He probably got that from Temu as well. It was just crazy. I mean, I feel like we need to detach a little bit because I feel like we base too much on what people say. I don't care what other people think, but yet you're online posting shit all the time. So it's like you do care.
Yeah.
You only care, but you want it. It's according to what you choose to put on. I want you to care about what I'm posting right now.
Yeah.
But then when we start going through shit and being like, oh, look, this is stupid. Like, what are you doing? Be a better mom or some shit.
Yeah.
Mind your fucking business. It's like, no, we're not. Cancel your account. Cancel your account.
Yep.
Delete it.
When you open yourself up to publicity, you open yourself up to scrutiny.
Yeah, you got to take it
Same
off.
thing is when you ask people for money, you ask people for help, you open yourself up to scrutiny. Well, why do you need it? You know?
Yeah. Well, don't know what you don't ask me.
Yeah.
You want my money.
It's still that same micro society thing, right? Except now the value, the currency is likes and comments and views. I mean, and that's what people do. And it's like, if they value that, then when things happen in their real life, they go to the virtual life and see what kind of currency can I get out of this.
Well, the virtual feels better than reality.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a woman.
Unfortunately.
If you're a woman, the virtual feels great.
Oh, yeah, because you get immediate gratification. Immediate people going, oh, girl, I feel you, or whatever. You get immediate reaction to everything you do.
Exactly.
Right? You put something out there, immediate likes. It's this constant dopamine feeding.
Exactly.
It's like, I imagine that can be addictive. And you hear about those people who do something viral, but then they freak out because now they feel like they have to constantly be viral to sort of maintain that. And that in itself is just a lot of pressure.
It's only bad if you don't have a real talent. Because I posted videos that have got 1.5 million.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I just thought it was funny. That's all I did. Like, I just thought it was funny. I don't feel the need to be like, oh, I gotta chase the dragon now. I'm a crackhead. I gotta chase the dragon. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened with that. Remember that game, Flappy Bird? I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I heard about it.
Yeah. And so that guy made this game and it just went crazy.
Yeah.
And then it was the pressure of constantly trying to keep up in the fear that one day you're going to look and your numbers are lower and how you're going to. He just took it off because he couldn't deal with the pressure.
Well, that's why.
That's real.
But you have to, I feel like you have to look at it. You have to look at it like a moment.
Yeah.
And enjoy that moment. I don't think we enjoy moments anymore.
It's not built into that ecosystem, though.
It should be built into you. That's your fault.
Yeah, well.
Cause that means you're doing this in life in general. You're like, all right, what's next? All right, what's next? Oh, it's like you see a girl, like I really want to have sex with this girl. I've been trying to talk to her for so long. You finally do. All right, what's next? Bro, can you enjoy the fact that she actually gave you a shot?
Yeah, but that's the point. People's minds are trained to be, number one, immediate gratification. Number two, let's move on to the next thing. I mean, flick, left, right. I mean, that's how it is now. So
that's how I think Judgment Day is going to be. Yeah, I said,
you think he gonna walk up to God? He gonna have his phone out?
No, not like
his
that.
Phone, look at you, and go,
no.
Swipe left.
No,
Swipe.
Not like that. Not like that. But I feel like I put what if God has his own countdown, and it's not a rapture or a Judgment Day? It's dimensional warfare.
Okay.
So the warfare that we're going to be going through is already spiritual, in a sense, because we give so much of ourselves to technology. And we give so much of ourselves to being anger and bitterness and all these other emotions that people strongly feel.
Yeah,
they are attached to entities sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They are attached to, because sometimes it feels bigger than you.
Right.
Sometimes you don't even know why you're mad. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, some of this shit is bigger than you. Like, and it's like you don't realize that something's feeding that. Like something's feeding that, and you just don't people say that they're spiritual, but they don't really mean it.
So what do you mean by dimensional warfare?
I feel like when the time comes, I have these moments where I'm being like mad retrospective.
Right.
And then I write this shit down and I'm like, I know exactly what the fuck. And I get here and I'm like, what did I mean that day? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like when the time comes, the judgment day would happen without us realizing it. And I feel like you'll start seeing a lot of situations more than usual where people are literally losing it. And it's like apocalyptic, but it's just not happening to everybody, but the numbers are rising, right?
Okay.
So it's like whoever's level-headed or spiritually balanced per se will kind of be looking around like, what's going on? Is everything okay? Is everything fine? So I think that'll be the situation.
Well, those are the people who would probably know something's wrong.
Yeah, but there's nobody to talk to, because now you're finding yourself having to look for somebody who's like you, and you like where.
So wait, so the people who flipped out how? Like they're possessed? What?
I would say borderline psychotic breaks to a degree.
Okay.
I feel like, same thing online. How people go online and you go to a person's page and you see them doing shit in public, and it's like you can get arrested for that.
Uh,
Or you see them doing things and it's ramping up. It's like, oh, hey, he could die.
okay.
So it'll
So
be,
absence of morality
yeah, it's gone.
and
It'll be
so absence of social
yeah,
consciousness.
yeah, and it'll be completely gone though. I mean, to the point to where people will be killing people just to post it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or people will be unaliving themselves and then on live.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think it'll be to that degree because it's hitting you. Does that sound far fetched?
Uh no, it actually sounds it's an interesting take. I mean,
Mhm.
if you're looking at this and saying, okay, this is the end of the world, because this is the way most zombie movies start too.
Do not make a whoever. I hope nobody's writing or like knows how to make movies. Do not make a movie to this, because I might not do it, but it's a good script to write.
Well, they say all scripts have already been done, but
Not that one.
it would be an original take.
Hmm.
I mean, because there was like a religious show where it was about the rapture and certain people got taken away, and
Was it a comedy?
no, it was more like a religious story, but it was a series. It's like a young teen thing.
Okay.
That was probably the most popular version of what you're talking about.
I mean, it just looks like it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the more I've watched people, because I'm a people watcher. You know what I'm saying? I watch people to look at the volume of things that's happening around us.
Sorry, I just I just got a vision of you with that hat on with the munchies. You sit in a street corner with your head down, watching people, and all you see is the munchies right there.
But I mean, you gotta have style, man.
Yeah.
But and I'll be looking, I'll be like, we're all fucked. That's all I be thinking about. We're fucked. There's not enough people who have the wherewithal. There's not enough. There's
Mm.
too, and it's possible that the loudest person is just being seen more, but it just seems like it's a lot of them, right? And it's not. I don't think all of them are really loud. I think some are um grasping at straws. I'll agree with that part.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's a couple things, right? And we're not gonna get political, but number one, obviously, is the advent of access to information, access to not only information coming in, but being able to put it out, create your own content, right? So
Yeah.
that's huge. So now you created a whole value system there. Now you got a political climate where it seems okay to now express things you would not have expressed before, right?
Okay.
To express, your
In context, of course.
yeah, animosity toward a certain group
It has to be
or
in
whatever.
context. It has
But
to be in context.
but the point is like, you get that perfect storm of things that happen where,
Yeah.
people are now being more free with their feelings because, you know, the political climate says it's okay to do this. Plus now you have more access to do it by being able to create your own content online. And so it's heading towards something.
I think all that is okay if you're able to balance. If you're able to get the information about how the sun could just fart and kill the whole world,
Uh-huh.
and somebody mess up your Starbucks drink. If you start reacting to both of those the same way, you should not talk on social media at all. You shouldn't be on social media.
Yeah, but that's your only outlet by now.
I don't. But again,
Think about like how many people under the age of 22, most of their friends are on social media.
You
Most
know
of their
what?
value system is on social media.
I was just talking
Right?
about this.
Think about that.
Yeah, you're right. I was just talking about this to the homie. I was like, young kids don't know how to talk to women anymore. Like they don't know how to talk to women. Like women don't know how to talk to men.
Right?
So it's like it has to be online. It has to be through a message. It has to be in emojis.
Right.
And it has to be like even in a setting. You go to date. You go on a date and you go to a social setting, and it's like y'all not even talking.
No, but because it's already started in the safe space, right? You sitting at home on your phone,
Exactly.
right? You get a resume to start with. You're not there's no initial organic discovery, right? It's a resume. You guys actually agree to meet, and so now it's just a sort of continuation of that process. But there's these expectations in place, and I think the fact that you have access to so many people so fast,
Yeah.
you're willing to, even in the organic sense, like just dismiss somebody if
Yes.
they say something crazy.
Yes.
Okay, well this didn't
Very
work out.
quickly,
I just
very
wasted
quickly.
my time or whatever.
Well, if you think when it comes to women, of course, because like this option based.
yeah,
So it's each situation is option based.
Well, men will say the same thing. So let's just
A lot of men can't do that.
yeah.
Let's cut that shit out. Men that are saying that. Those are just bitter. Those are bitter men.
Yeah.
Oh, we could. No, you can't, bro. You can't go outside and have sex right now. A woman could just walk outside and have sex at Pet Boys.
That's true.
She can grab a Pet Boys worker and be like, "Come here." He'd be like, you know how like the on Looney Tunes?
Yeah, but why are you talking Pep Boys?
Because it's random.
Oh,
It's about how random it is.
yeah.
That's very random. Pet Boys everywhere. Just in a random ass behind the rallies. It's like a Pet Boy.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a man will have to go to specific areas where women are known or are in droves. So
Yeah.
his chance is high because of the numbers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A woman could go anywhere as long as she looks decent. She can have sex immediately.
And depending on the time of day, she might not have to look decent.
Yeah, that's true. And let's specify this so it can make sense to people. Immediately. Not she don't have to do any work. She don't have to make him smile. She doesn't have to make him laugh. Immediately. Sex. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't agree with men saying that. I think it's silly.
Yeah, well, and there are women who will disagree too and say, no, it's not that easy.
Those are women who just don't want to believe me. But I'm like, okay, take your ass outside.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not applying morals. Let's remember, morals are gone. Morals are gone. Take the morals out, throw that away. Take the self-respect out and throw that away because y'all don't have that anyway. And then you walk anywhere. I'm not saying do it, but just try it. Just see what they have. They do that shit on TikTok too.
Yeah, I know.
They be talking about, hey, you want to come? This is a girl going around sitting on dudes' laps.
Okay.
She's like, hey, can I sit down? He's like, yeah. And it's a bench, and she's like, oh no, can I sit down right here? He's like, okay.
What?
And she's like, she on Daisy Dukes. She's thick. She got on Daisy Dukes, and she's sitting on his lap. And then it's a guy. I think her dude is like recording it, and he's just showing. It's just ticks, just showing her. She just sit on random dudes' laps.
Whatever.
And I'm like, why are we doing this? You don't have a talent. You get what I'm saying? Like, you need to do this to get up.
Yeah.
No pun intended for the men, of course.
Get up.
But it's like, it's weird. It's really, but again, she could have sex with all of those men on the videos.
Right.
She could do it. She didn't look that good, but she had a body on her. And a man, how often does a man get a proposition like that?
Yeah, but that's a too good to be true proposition.
But when it happens,
can you move?
You'll feel that way until you start realizing, like, I'm really about to have sex with this girl. This is crazy. My life.
I don't know. I guess I'm a little more realistic about that kind of stuff. I'd be like, where's the camera?
Because we have to, well, of course. Yeah. But we have to fight so much. Like, we always have to fight to get in a position. When it comes to women, when it comes to work. Like,
right.
And of course, women have that aspect of, at work, women have the aspect of having to fight harder because of how men are in the workplace.
Yeah.
But when it comes to sex, they're unmatched because everybody thinks, even women think women are sexy. So you cannot win that as a man.
Well, and that's a human nature thing though. So there you go.
To a degree. But I mean, really, we just,
What was your point? Saying that.
Oh, because you said that men feel the same way about like how they could just go outside and get the same thing.
Yeah, but before that, you were saying so women can blah 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 blah. I don't remember what your point was.
Oh, the chick that was dancing in front of the tombstone. I was like, there's so many things that they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is it bleeds into too many things. I'm like, we don't even have. That's a part. I think that's a part of spiritual warfare as well. That's a small part of spiritual warfare. If you think about how many people would really do that and record it and put it out for people to see, you sitting on random guys' laps.
Yeah, that's great.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a weird thing to do.
All right, so here's the argument that I have with a lot of podcasters. They talk about this stuff, right? You get the longshoremen who talk about, men aren't real men anymore, and men are softer now, blah blah blah. At what point do we start saying, okay, this is the world as it is, and we need to start accepting some of this? I mean,
who's we?
We normal people, like,
okay,
yeah, because I look at my job, right? I'm not out, shoveling concrete or anything, but I consider myself a real man. But you know what? Yeah. My fingers aren't calloused because I work on computers. Right?
Well, who's saying it's women saying that we're not?
Well,
it's
women, right? It's men. It's lots of people who have those. It's a lot like a lot of men will say, there's no real men anymore, that value women that'll do this, that are playing. And women say the same thing.
Yeah.
And then we talk about, just the changing society. You're talking about now changing society. Like people don't value person to person interface anymore. Everything is through computers. Everything is easy. Everything is fast.
Mhm.
People make decisions. At what point do we maybe stop complaining about it and then start saying, okay, how do we now move forward, understanding this is a genie we can't put back in the bottle?
We won't. We won't. We won't. We have to complain about everything.
Yeah.
We have to complain about everything. We're all the messy mom. We're all the messy mom with that's always taking the chancleta off, trying to hit the kid.
Wait.
And
Oh, shoe chancla.
yeah.
Okay.
And you try like you didn't even tell me why you hit me last time. You just hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all that mom. Like everybody's like constantly bitching and moaning about something.
Yeah.
It'll never stop. I mean, I remember when one time people was like, "Oh, racism is really going down." And it's like, nah. If you go over there, it's not.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's. I think it's just a part of life, and also a lot of this is being regurgitated. A lot of people are regurgitating what they've seen on their phone to other people to seem smart. That's all it is. Because I mean, if you look at it, we have to put this thing in. If you look at it in perspective, uh, the situations that's being said, how do you identify masculinity? How do you identify a real man?
Right.
That's according to the person who said it. So when a girl says men are masculine anymore, okay, what do you deem as masculinity for a man? And when a guy says men, there's no more real men out here, that's might be true. But what do you deem as a real man? Some of these niggas might be like, oh, you need to get in trades, bro. You're not in trades. You just wait. Your money's going down the toilet. It's like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make me a man because I'm in trades. Oh, you don't have a hard working job. You're a blue collar worker. What you are? You are playing video games?
Or you're not
That's little
paying
kids.
100% of every woman's expenses.
Yeah. See,
Which I personally don't believe in.
It's
but,
reaching. It's
yeah.
all reaching. It's like, man, you got to take care. You really want to take, you want to take care of your wife? You got to take your wife like this. If you don't take care of your wife like that, you ain't a real husband.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I'm not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could feel like you're a real man. And then somebody on the outside that look at you like, this nigga's like, you just giving away your money to that woman?
Mm.
And you'll say, hey, man, it's misogynistic, bro. It's like, yeah, man, but nah. Like, that's you work hard for that money. Why are you giving it to her?
Okay, so basically, your answer to the question is we do recognize that there's a new value system set by different people, but we still have to voice our opinion constantly about, okay, this is probably not the way it should be.
We don't have to. I think a lot of the people shouldn't say it at all. Actually, I wouldn't even bring it up anymore because it's like, why? Like I've talked about. I've had instances where I've said, somebody just posted not too long ago. Somebody I used to work with said, women are becoming men.
Mhm.
I mean, men are becoming women, and I'm like, well, when you look at the demographic of how things have changed since Me Too, a lot of people have strayed away from the masculinity path. And whoever didn't, they decided to like take the lever, pull it all the way and break it to where they seem angry. They seem pissed off all the time.
Mhm.
They always giving women a cold shoulder and everybody trying to talk to you. Who trying to talk to you?
Oh, so
Like, it's like that.
the extreme man.
Yeah. So there's no middle. There's no middle anymore. Right? Because
So
like,
it's just super effeminate or super extreme.
yes, because it became scary for so long. It was scary for a while for men because like even men who wasn't doing anything wrong, they was getting accosted online. It's like I didn't even do anything. All I did was ask a fucking question.
Yeah.
Mind you, some of us don't know shit. So like some of us are on the internet trying to learn. So when you approach a video about with a gender situation that's involved and you leave a comment,
Yeah.
the comment doesn't have to be derogatory or stupid or fucked up. It might just be a genuine, like, I really want to know. Like I'm trying to, because I've talked to women
Right.
and they've said this. And then all of a sudden you're getting dogpiled. You're like, why are they dogpiling me? So then you become Homer. You know what I'm saying? You become Homer. You like, nah, I ain't. So
Yeah.
now when they bring up that stuff, you'll have a guy that's like, you know what? Y'all need to shut the fuck up and get in the kid. Like you have a guy like that, right? You have a guy like that.
So either you're not talking or you're talking too much.
And that's how it is.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? But before we leave, before we get done, I want to bring up one more situation that bothered me a lot. Unfortunately, it involves a woman. I'm sorry. The Hawk Talk girl.
Oh.
So allegedly, she's supposed to be getting a TV show deal. They're going to give her a TV show for talking about spitting on a dick. Now, I think that's wonderful. I think that's awesome. You know what? Let's double down. Let's have some teenagers talk about getting fucked in the ass. And let's put them on an interview and catch them for a glimpse so their parents could be jovial about them maybe getting successful about getting fucked in the butt. And then getting a TV show deal. Hey, let's interview them. Let's interview an 18, 19-year-old talking about doing porn for the first time. Let's interview him. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? That's what I'm saying. This is becoming chaotic. Like, we're about to give her shit for that. She didn't. It was literally
How do you spell that? Hawktois.
Yeah. Oh, a hawk, and then it's like TUAH. Yeah. And it's just a white girl in like a bumfuck place where nothing's really happening. And
she has a manager now.
Of course she does. Cause she's big. Everybody's they doing songs to it. They putting it inside everybody's sharing it.
Oh man. There are endless opportunities.
And mind you, she's beautiful. She's beautiful, but we talking about that.
Yeah.
We talking about that.
And that's I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's half of it. That's
90% of it.
Of course.
That's 90%.
Hearing her say what she said and looking the way she looks.
Yeah.
Now all men are just thinking about is her giving a blowjob.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And her parents are so happy. The parents are elated. They said, "What are the odds of her getting a shot like this?"
You know?
I was like, "Mama, are you hawk-tawing too?" Dad don't like he getting hawk-tawed.
But you know what though? I'm not hating on the parents either, because you know what? Number one, you want your kids to be successful. Number two,
not like this.
Whatever she was doing, she was already doing it. Number three, she ain't on OnlyFans. So
yet.
Yes.
She's not OnlyFans yet.
Yeah, well, wait, that's when the career starts to wane a little bit. Oh,
wait. I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, Hollywood turning down gigs. Sorry, American Idol and OnlyFans. Okay, good. So, so as a parent, she's like, okay, she has a healthy sex life. And so she was a little verbal about it.
Oh, we don't know that. We don't know that.
That's what she's talking about.
Her parents don't know that. A lot of times your parents don't know who out there fucking.
All right, my point is, it could be worse. She could be selling herself for sex, which she's not.
That's true.
She is taking advantage of her 15 minutes of fame, and more power to her.
My issue with that is that I don't have a problem. I make this clear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't particularly have a problem with her blowing up, no pun intended, on this.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with that. My issue is what it shows to other women and other girls. So there's a girl, and this goes back to people with these back and forths and these backlashes about Cardi B songs and Megan Thee Stallion songs.
Yeah.
Of course, don't let your kids listen to that, and it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, so wait, I want to make sure. So do you have issue with the fact that she did something relatively talentless and became popular?
No.
Or is it the fact that it's of a sexual nature?
No, it's not her fault that she blew up.
All right.
With that. She didn't know that was going to happen.
That guy who was on his skateboard and was drinking cranberry juice or whatever.
He
became famous for nothing too.
Yeah, but again, he didn't, what else is he doing now? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter.
He got arrested and he spent some time in jail.
Okay. Okay, so
that's where he ended up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's funny. It came across my feed yesterday.
So I didn't know that. But what I'm saying with her, after this, she's gonna either do what you said, where she's gonna, I gotta find a way.
I gotta maintain this.
Yes. And it's gonna get bad probably.
Well, I'm
not saying it will.
I'm gonna hope she pivots into her talent into something else.
We could be positive.
You know, she becomes like a newscaster or something. I don't know.
What? How is she? You have to go to college. You have to go to college.
Well, yeah, but we don't know what other talents she has or doesn't have.
Saul, you got to cut it out. Dude.
No, you don't. You don't know her backstory. For all you know, what did she do before this?
She was at a club when she said Hawk Tall in there. She probably got fired.
Okay, lucrative.
Whatever job she had.
She might be doing. Okay, so you never know.
Okay. I'm going to say that I hope that she does well.
There you go.
I'm going to say that. What I don't like is what it portrays to other people, because they say, "Oh, I could pop like this."
But I think that's the thing, though. I think people understand you can pop like that, and I think that's why people are trying to do things to go viral, because they're trying to. It's like winning the lottery. Let's be real. This is like winning the lottery.
Yeah.
You just keep doing little stupid shit, and maybe one day the news will pick you up, and next thing the viral wave just rolls over you. So this girl got lucky. She won
She
the
did.
lottery.
She did.
That's all it is.
Okay. Well, I hope that there's no little girl that's trying to follow in them shoes, because that'd be crazy.
Okay, and that goes back to of a sexual nature thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it coincides. She's talking about sucking dick, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
It has to. Because
Well,
then people gonna be like, "What's hawk tall? What's that?" And then somebody's gonna tell a girl, "Oh, it's like when you spit on a penis."
Yeah.
She can be like, "Oh, what? Who's doing that?"
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's a combination of things. It's the fact that it's a pretty girl, that when you look at her picture, she doesn't look like she would say anything
Exactly.
like that.
Yes.
And the fact that she does,
Yes.
it's that whole mixture of irony there.
For men, it's even more so, right? But that's understandable. But I guess it's the old side of me. I wish it wasn't happening like that.
Mm.
I wish that wasn't it, you know? But it is.
Yeah. Well, you know what though? Reality is, man, like kids today have more opportunities to make money than ever.
Yeah.
And even if you had no talent, you could move to a city, you could deliver packages, you could do DoorDash, you could do Uber, you could do all those things and make a living, right?
Mhm.
Here you can be a 14-year-old girl who plays video games online with with pigtails in your hair, and let people make whatever suggestions out of it that they want. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? And you can make money that way. It's just how
That's
it,
safe. That's safe.
yeah, it's not, I mean, it's still sexual innuendo to me.
To a degree, but it's not. She's not blowing up talking about how she's sucking dick.
No, but my point is though that there's so many more ways to make money. Like me, when I grew up, it was like you buy a house, you work hard, you get an executive
Yeah.
job, or you start a business or whatever. Nowadays, it's go viral online and maintain that.
But things have
know,
changed. I agree.
So
Things are better, actually.
yeah,
It's just that I think that the shit ramped up so fast to the point where there's no way to really stop it, and that's
No.
what's scary. Seeing
yeah,
the stuff.
and you got to sort of think about where it's going, and that was my point. Like, part of this, we have to accept that this is how it is. It's no use now complaining about that things aren't the way they used to be anymore. It's like, okay, how do we now embrace this and interweave it into a version of our society where we can all sort of deal with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not trying to be a hater, but Black Gays and Ham Show. Thank you, as always. You're not afraid of a lion because of how it looks, so you're afraid of it because of reputation. Hawk talk.